Our next lesson today is June 3rd, 2026. The Alpaca boys were very willing to come in here. They were out in the big pasture for school. And this morning when I brought out their carrots, I told them that we were having class today. And they know it. Well, what is our class going to be today? I've requested my horse trailer to be brought back here. It would be right there if it were back here, but it's not here yet. But last time, it was months ago, we got them to go into the horse trailer. It was a little bit tricky because it's a step-up trailer. I wish I would have bought it decades ago as a ramp trailer. So we're gonna try to get ready to get them into the horse trailer with a ramp. Okay, does that mean that they're gonna resist? Maybe. So I brought a small ramp that I use for my dogs around my house, and we brought it in here. We're gonna see if we can get them without concern to walk over the ramp. We've got our saddles here, and we're storing them here for now, but actually I have ordered the bareback pads with the stirrups, and they haven't come yet. And as soon as they get here, we'll have our next lesson be put those bareback pads on Alpha and Beta and see if they have any issues being led or ground driven. Okay, so right now we have the ramp right here in the tacking area, but it'll be in front of the horse trailer, which is going to be over there when it's back here. It's at my 20-acre ranch right now. Now, see, he probably doesn't even see it. He's not looking at it. Okay, now he's got his right front leg on it. He doesn't seem to be freaking out. Because it's a different sound and a different material than dirt. Okay, he has no idea what we're trying to do. What is our behavioral objective? We're trying to get him to walk down the ramp. It's a very short ramp, probably about 4 feet. Okay, we're gonna get them to go out the back gate and maybe come around, I'm not sure. Oh, I see, Tavis is gonna put the ramp out here in the open. Okay, and look who else is here. That's Thor, my min pin. He loves coming to watch the lessons. I'm surprised the goats aren't here. Kind of concerns me. They're probably in my garage. Yes, they are. As a matter of fact, I remember seeing them there. Okay, now we're asking them to step on the ramp as they go through the back gate.
Yeah, stepping on it.
He stepped on it with how many? All fours? Yeah. Wonderful. Okay, and Thor is wagging his tail. He loves to watch these lessons. And now he's stepping over it. It's just going to take repetition, practice. We want to make sure that if there is a wildfire, we're going to be able to get them into a transport vehicle to go to my other ranch. This has happened to me. I've lived in this area for 10 years already, several times, where there's a wildfire near one of my ranches. And the idea is take whatever animals I'm concerned about to the other ranch, not to the fairgrounds. I want to take them to their other second home. Well, he's not completely freaking out. Now, if that ramp were up on the edge of my horse trailer, it would be much steeper. Yeah, I'm not sure that that ramp is going to be what we use for the horse trailer ramp. I have another ramp that's at least twice as long, and it's metal. But it happens to be at my other ranch right now, too. Okay, but he's getting an idea that he's going to have to step on things if we ask him to. And we don't want him to resist. We want them to know what we're asking to do and have them do it. Okay, front 2 feet on it. 3 feet. Okay. All right. Now, this is alpha.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to tell because I've noticed this before since they've been sheared. They have different fleece, and I recognized who was who by just looking at their fleece. Now, he completely ignored it, avoided it, not on purpose. He just doesn't know that the right answer is to step on it. Once he knows that, he'll do it. One, 2, 3, 4, all 4's on, all 4's across. Very good, very good. Now we could, as a matter of fact, I'm going to give him a click. That was the right answer. Now let's see what he does on the way back, and then we'll see what Beta does. You know that Beta's always a little bit slower in learning. One, well, okay, he got 2 of them on there and then went around it. Let's try to get him to do all 4 again. Whatever it takes. We haven't done this kind of lesson before. We're just looking at prerequisite skills, seeking behavioral objectives. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, he gets to finish his lesson with an A, and then I'm going to go over here in the shade because, as a matter of fact, next lesson, which is on Friday, we're going to do it earlier. It's getting warmer very fast. We decided to start our lessons at 11, but next lesson, which is Friday, we're going to aim for 10. Okay, so now staying here in the shade. Thor, it loves being out here with us. We've got to get Beta's halter on. Okay, when you touch him on his neck, put your hip on his side of his body. He knows. He said, oh, I know what you're doing now. And he lets you put his halter on. Okay, now I'm going to step back here out of the way. Now this might be challenging. Okay, I'm going to walk over here again so that I can get a good filming of the challenges. One, 2, 3, 4. My goodness! That was wonderful, Beta. Now, when Beta finally learned what lay down meant, he was very good at it. Okay, back on the ramp. No, he stepped around it. No, he didn't do it right this time. He's just not sure what the right answer is. He's just willing to try if he can figure out what our objectives are. Now, here he comes again. One, and his toes are on the edge. Okay, all right, that's not perfect, and then I'm not going to grade you yet, Beta, but I'm really very pleased with your progress. Like I said, the next ramp that we use is going to be twice as long and metal. Very good, not bad at all. But let's do it again, as we know that Beta needs a lot of repetition. He's not resisting, at least not yet. Now he is resisting a little bit, okay, but he's saying, okay. One, two. 3, 4, but it moved. Let's do it again until we get a 1, 2, 3, 4 through the gateway. And this is going to be a short lesson because we didn't know what to expect, but we're not. Uh-oh, he jumped over it this time. He at least knows it's there. And we at least know what we need to do to give him a chance to do it right. If he does it well this time, he's going to get a click. Now he's on the edge, and he doesn't know that. Okay, but okay, now he's straightened up. Okay, but he stepped over it. Let's keep trying to do it until he does all fours, just like Alpha did. No, he avoided it, but he doesn't realize that avoiding is not the right answer. Trying to get him back to approach it. Resisting. 1, 2. He's almost halfway. 3, 4, and he did it. He's going to get an A-, just because it took him a little bit longer to know what the right answer was. Let's hope he'll do it again. 1, 2, okay, but he went around it. I actually have a ramp that's about 8 foot long and even twice as wide. We might be using that. Thor, by the way, is resting while he's watching in the comfort of the shade. Okay, we're done. All right, Thor gets an A-, excuse me, Beta gets an A-, Alpha got an A. Now we're gonna let them out. Click, let them know the lesson's done, that we got the right answer. And do we want to leave the ramp there? Why not? Just close the gate. Because next time, even if we have a longer ramp, we might start with this ramp because they already know what it's all about. Now, what's happening out there in the big pasture? It's getting irrigated. We still have to finish mowing it, but the alpacas came out this morning around 10 o'clock. They stayed on the mowed side of the pasture. They were happy. I could tell by the way they were moving. They were happy that they had access to their big pasture. Now, what are we going to do if there's a wildfire? I've been told by fire department personnel that if you have irrigation, you're pretty safe. Well, I do. I have irrigation. So what would I do? I would turn on my irrigation and hope that even if my neighbor who doesn't have irrigation has a wildfire on his property, it won't affect my property. I'm a little bit hesitant just to believe what the fireman said. I might actually check it with ChatGPT or Gemini or Google and see what they say. If I have a wildfire and my pasture's irrigated, am I pretty safe? Or do I better move my livestock off property? And if so, then we have to figure out how we're going to get them to the safe place. Thor is resting. It's still kind of okay cool. It must be almost noon. Here come Alpha and Beta. They know the lesson's over. They're done for today, and they did very well. That's all for today. This is Sonia Sokolow at gmail.com, the Urban Alpaca Girl.